Joby Aviation versus Vertical Aerospace. Are things heating up? Well, not yet. And we would like to bring you the other side of the story. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? Time to start talking EVTLs. ACHR, well, what's going on? Let's start with this. Let's first hear from Vertical Aerospace. Let's hear their reaction. Then we relapse back to the story. What happened on Tuesday? Could be big, unprecedented move in the whole eVTOL market, but it can have outcome in both ways. So it's not necessarily black and white. But we couldn't bring you Vertical Aerospace's reaction on Tuesday because they issued their formal statement after our show. And I think it would be fair to provide you this story from the other side as well. So we've got statement from Vertical Aerospace. Vertical Aerospace addresses ACHR aviation claims. Just stay with me. If you don't know what's going on, I will read this out and we'll be to it in the very minute. February 24th, on Tuesday, Vertical Aerospace, a global aerospace and technology company that is pioneering electric aviation, today provided the following statement in response to a patent infringement complaint filed by ACHR Aviation in the U.S. District Court, Eastern District of Texas. The story goes, ACHR's recent claims are without merit. Vertical intends to defend those claims vigorously. Vertical has developed a robust aircraft design with a clear path to certification underpinned by Vertical's proprietary and market-leading technology and international IP portfolio. ACHR's claims are merely an attempt to distract from the challenges ACHR is facing competing in the market. That's not it. A comment from the chairman, Donald Slattery. Vertical's aircraft architecture, proprietary technology stack, and certification pathway have been independently developed over many years and are protected by a robust portfolio of intellectual property rights, said Donald Slattery, Vertical Aerospace's chair. Our focus remains firmly on execution and certification. That is where sustainable value is created, and that is where we are leading. Very solid statement, and I thought I would bring this perspective on our show as well, because we covered the first part of the story when ACHR have filed a lawsuit against Vertical Aerospace. What's going on? Vertical abandoned its original VX4 design, and I will show you shortly what's going on. VX4 design and unveiled Valo in December 25, which ACHR says copies Midnight's patent visual identity. And I will bring you evidence. We can have a look. You can make your own opinion on this. ACHR alleges infringement of two US design patents: the 878, which is the V-tail and fuselage, and D164, the V-tail plus fuselage plus wing configuration. And again, we'll have a look into that in the very moment. ACHR claims an ordinary observer would find Valo sustainably similar to Midnight's protected design. And I will bring you the evidence, and I would like you to tell me your opinion on this as well. I would like to hear from you. ACHR argues Vertical is leveraging Midnight's award-winning aesthetics and brand recognition to compete in the US market. ACHR also alleges infringement of its 597 utility patent, or patent if you will, covering optimization-based flight control and battery balancing systems. The complaint states Vertical is promoting and offering Valo in the United States, New York City, Miami, and Singapore Airshow Showcase without authorization. ACHR seeks to stop Vertical from further use of the design and technology, citing ongoing commercial harm. So this is the story. We heard Vertical's statement as well on this. On Tuesday, if you go below the video, in the description of the video on top, that is the first part of the story. If you want to see it. And when this video ends on the end screen, that will be somewhere here as well. Link to the first part of the story. And it comes in very well timed from ACHR, because Vertical Aerospace have commenced their US tour, as you would call it, they have presented their aircraft in the very heart of Manhattan, in the Classic Car Club a few weeks ago. The show was very successful. They presented the aircraft to the wide public. Everyone could see the aircraft. Everyone could visit and see the aircraft literally inside out. And the presentation was, I think, very successful. On Tuesday, when this news came out, Vertical have been presenting their aircraft in Miami Beach, the Bus Museum, and obviously ACHR have well timed this. This event was successful as well. We had a few of our members joining us. If you join me on Saturday, on my Saturday live EVTL show, which is what the opening bell time would have been, but on Saturday we can talk about this more and we can look into this deeper. But this was the Miami presentation, and this is what ACHR are talking about. So ACHR are accusing Vertical Aerospace, their Velo in here on the right side, is copying ACHR's design, and you can see a few sketches in here. I will not stay too long on these slides. I'll bring you direct evidence. This is ACHR's Midnight aircraft. V-shape, V-shaped tail, 12 rotors, quite modern design of the body of the fuselage as well, and of the cockpit. 3-wheel configuration landing gear. Front, 1 wheel, 2 wheels in the rear. Vertical Aerospace, similar angle, and their Velo aircraft. This is from the London event. We actually visited ourselves. We were invited by Vertical Aerospace, and we covered this exclusively on our program, on our channel. V-tail shape, 8 rotors, fairly similar wing structure. I can't see any resemblance in the shape of the cockpit and the whole body. And also, the gear configuration is 2 front, 1 in the back. And I will not tell you any of my opinions. We are here to bring you raw details. We are here to strip the noise. So I just want to bring this evidence up and show you, and I would like to hear from you if you think ACHR Midnight is similar to Vertical Aerospace's Velo. It's not only Velo. Vertical can defend themselves. It's not that Vertical are doomed and they have to redesign their aircraft. Vertical, then they can defend themselves in multiple ways. We've covered this in part 1. So again, if you click under the video, there will be a link. When we end the show, here will be the link to the video as well, to the previous show. This is Hyundai and their Supernal project, their own EVTOL aircraft. And I just want to say, if you look at the cockpit, this is very uncanny similarity. Not only Supernal, we have a Chinese manufacturer. If you look at the shape of the cockpit and the cabin as well, again, what I'm hinting at? I'm hinting at that EVTOL aircraft is very specific. And there's only that many ways you can possibly design safe and sound and compliant aircraft. So again, this is down to the courts. It's not down to us. It's not down to the community. It's not down to the ACHR fanboys. It's not down to our channel who cover Vertical Aerospace regularly and pretty much exclusively. It's down to the court to make the decision. We are just bringing you the raw facts without any source, without any noise. So this is Vertical Aerospace and their presentation in London with their Velo aircraft. This is ACHR Midnight. Again, a few more slides for comparison. And this is Midnight from different angle. I would like you to let me know in the chat which one do you like better and which one do you think, if you think they both are similar. I've got one more slide for comparison. This is ACHR Midnight flying over New York, and this is Velo flying over Singapore. So again, you can make your own opinion. You can make your own investor judgment. Slightly different perspective. This is the passenger cabin of Velo. This passenger cabin of ACHR Midnight. Both fairly high standard, but very different approach. Velo is actually about 50% wider as well. ACHR mentioned it in their complaint, but look for the extra space, and slightly different approach can do. What difference does it make? Again, we are not telling you which one is better, which one provides better experience, but we are bringing you the facts here. And lastly, Vertical Aerospace from their VX4. This is their test prototype, the aircraft they are currently flying and testing their technology and their design on. If you look at the wing shape, I think that's the only thing that has not changed on this aircraft. That has sort of just evolved to be slightly bigger. If you look at the cockpit, the fuselage, that has evolved to much airstream design and much bulkier. If you look at the wing shape and the sort of bird wings structure, if you look at Velo, I think it's fairly similar. So again, ACHR are hinting on Vertical copying the structure of their wing, but Vertical are basing it on their original design. So again, there's multiple ways Vertical can defend themselves, and I think it's only fair to cover their side of the story as well. And just to put this into perspective, as I said, there's only, if we want to start looking for similarities in certain industry, which is very narrow and very specific, and EVTOL aircraft is very specific, because you can design only that many, in that many ways, your EVTOL aircraft. Look at helicopters. They are fairly similar, aren't they? Helicopter, one rotor, cabin, the cockpit is usually just very similar. You have your tail and the stator rotor on the tail. So just few pictures, and you can see there are certain similarities as well. We want to go further. This is your sedan car market review. Because I spoke to a few people behind the scenes as well, and these are some fair valid points. So this is your sedan, and in how many ways you can design your sedan car as well. And if we want to go really into very extreme, we've got motorbikes. Only that many ways how you can design your motorbike. So it's very ambiguous, and it's not down to us, not down to the ACHR community, not down to the Vertical Aerospace investors to decide who is in the right, but we can have our own opinion. It'll be down to the Texas court. And I just want to show how much progress Vertical Aerospace have done from VX4 to their current final product, Velo. The VX4, the test prototype, is Velo. Again, slightly different angle, is Velo again. That's end of the topic of the day. I just want to rewind quickly to yesterday. We covered Joby Aviation and their earnings. 3 key points: vertical integration, operational readiness, and global scale. Again, the community, they have picked up one thing that you might see it, and I want to bring this and put this into perspective. Joe Ben answered that to one question, that the aircraft might not be capable of taking full load, full strain right from the production line, right from the beginning. That's hinting on that the aircraft is probably not performing in the same power as it should be. And it's probably slightly underperforming. But Joby, they have plenty of time to address this issue. And no doubt they have been working on this. They will not deliver an aircraft which is a 4-seater and will be flying only 2 passengers. No way. So again, this is just a bit of a noise. And I actually appreciate the transparency from Joby, who addressed this directly. So again, there's a bit of a noise. What is not noise? We've got key points from Joby. 18-point increase in the FAA progress. So the fastest progress in the certification tried. First FAA conforming aircraft for TIA set to fly shortly as well. Another piece of good news. First passengers expected in 2026, which is our Dubai region. We've been covering this extensively for last few weeks. Plans to double production capacity in 2027. This is telling me we are ready for business and we want to secure our revenue stream. We want to lock in our revenue income from this. And we are serious. Turbine electric demonstrator aircraft completes first flight. Again, defense side. Not only electric powered aircraft, opening completely new market as well. And this is a key point. 1.4 billion in cash and short-term investments as of fourth quarter 2025, plus additional net 1.2 billion received in February through the offering, through the raising. So this is telling me Joby have about 2.5 billion on their balance sheet. And yesterday we did a quick exercise and we could see that this is giving massive runway to Joby as well. This is their certification progress. You can see the bars are getting fuller and fuller. Stage 5, we had a very good progress in here. Stage 4, we had a very good progress. Stage 5, slowly filling as well. This is not telling us that Joby would be ready for their certification, this or next quarter, but we can see we are tracking the progress. They are accelerating as well. And this is the test. This is the FAA conforming aircraft for the testing for the certification, which actually apparently took off as early as yesterday for a short hover, for a short test flight. With that, Joby in the morning of the earnings day, they announced partnership with Uber. What is this about? Well, you can book your flying taxi. We covered it yesterday extensively. If you go back to the daily EVTL, your 20 minutes, your only 20 minutes of EVTL market you need daily. We covered this extensively. So just in simple words, you can book this flying taxi through your Uber app. And you can upgrade your experience through Uber Black as well. So there we are. We got confirmation that Joby are focusing on Dubai, which will be the first region that will be adapting the flying taxi concept and first region in the world that will fly passengers as well, which is currently looking at the end of the year, probably end of third, maybe through the fourth quarter of this year. Again, very positive news. And what was the reaction? Well, let's have a look. The reaction yesterday after the closing bell, we had a slight spike in here, and then we had a sell-off. That was the global market. That was Nvidia. This copies Nvidia. So Nvidia had a little spike, and then it sold off, coming to the night hours. But this morning, look at that. We opened at $10.40, and we were going higher and higher. And I told you yesterday, the key level will be $10.40. We broke through it in the morning and on the opening bell. Then we tested it again. And I have no doubt if we don't have a red day tomorrow, that will be tested again. Next stop, $11. We almost touched it. So once we break through $11, we are heading. We have a massive gap to fill between $11 and $13. So we can see a very good upside. The earnings has delivered a lot of good news, a lot of positivity, bit of a noise as well, but it always comes together. Let's have a look quickly at the EVTOL market. I will address your comments in the chat. I see messages have been coming through. I love it when I can talk to you. So I'll address your messages. In the meantime, hit the like button and subscribe as well, because we are bringing you updates on the EVTOL market daily. Markets today, EVTOL market, green. ACHR up. ACHR has been building it's not building momentum, but ACHR has been slightly raising for the Monday earnings call. We are covering ACHR live here. We expect this will be a massive show. And I also expect ACHR will bring a surprise to the earnings call. Just saying. Joby Aviation, as we already discussed, up currently 3.7%, but we had this little spike. We almost touched the $11 mark here on the opening bell. Good news. Good news. And we broke through the $10 mark recently, a few moments ago, but now we are back above $10, which is good news as well. Vertical Aerospace, up through almost 3.5%, slightly up. What I missed yesterday, we had this funny, and I didn't have time to look into it, but we had this funny candle in here on Bristol Group, and I told you on the call that we were down 15%. Looking at the recovery, no idea what happened in there. I couldn't see any news. I need to look into this deeper because it was a great buying opportunity. I couldn't pounce it, but moments like these, you investors, if you follow your companies, if you follow your businesses and know them inside out, moments like these are a blessing for you. Other than that, Amprius, green on the day again, slightly going up. There will be a special dedicated to Amprius next week. And also we are covering Amprius Technologies earnings on next week as well. Why Amprius? It's on Thursday, pre-market. Why Amprius? Because Amprius are providing and supplying and developing new battery technology. They are supplying EVTL market. And we might have a look at in which manufacturer and which aircraft will be utilizing their batteries as well. Let's get back in the studio. I will address your comments in the chat, and then I will send you to the main event of the day with Martyn. Soundhound earnings. Right, who we've got here? Wrong scene. Right, there we go. So quickly, let's go through the chat and I will send you off to Martyn. And you can tell Martyn Vaz has sent me. Angie is here. Let's go, Vaz, part 2. We are running a poll. Are you green or red? I'm closing it now because I will forget. Otherwise, basically 2/3 are red, 1/3 is green. Interesting. What have you been investing in if you are green? Love it. Congratulations. Angie, let's go. Vaz, part 2. Thanks, Martyn. Angie could visit the Miami event and she loved it. And I loved it as well. I saw pictures, I saw videos. She sent me a lot of videos. I loved it. Stephen Farland is here. How you been? Lots of happening. Hope you're having a great new year on this roller coaster ride of a market. Nice message. Thank you, Stephen. Ninja Cowboy is here. Clayton Best, lawsuit, please play. Oh, I can't play any music. If you ask Martyn, he might do it for you on the Soundhound earnings call. Trixie is here. My checkmate. Ahoy, vole. Angie, Sir Joey is here, one of the regulars. Trixie says, not gonna lie, I can see some similar stuff on Velo. That is using on midnight. Okay, fair enough. It's your opinion. From me, I can see only wings, and the back tail is similar. Okay, good opinion, thank you. Dumb lawsuit, I'm selling all my ACHR, says Ninja Cowboy. I mean, the reaction on Vertical Aerospace was minimal. We had, Vertical was down only 10 or 12% on the day, and now we can see it's recovering. We are expecting update on their earnings call date, and we are expecting more fundamentals and updates coming from Vertical. Trixie, he's just joking. Yeah, I'm just kidding, but ACHR is just being a whine. Okay. Yes, but remember, that is just noise. Exactly, that is just noise. If it was not just noise, the whole... you would see it. You would see the stock reaction. Kurt Savage says, nice kit. If you are talking about the aircraft, yes, I agree. If you are talking about my studio, thank you. Please, some good surprise. Yes, hopefully. And this way, Death Gaming says, great show. Thank you for joining me. Hope you all hit that like button. And if you join me on Saturday, we can talk about this more in depth. I can give you my, say, more casual opinion on this. And then we can talk about this deeper, and I can bring you more to this topic. But I thought it would be fair, it would be only fair to bring Vertical Aerospace's perspective as well. Sir Joey says, the backtail end is being used by several different manufacturers now. Exactly. We use it on the MV-75. Yes, even helicopters use this. So, and fixed wing aircraft as well. So, yeah, I agree. But again, it's not down to us, it's down to the court. So we'll wrap it up. I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. If we don't have any massive news, I will bring you not 2, but 3. Sorry, no, let's dramatize it. I will not bring you 1 world record. I will not bring you 2 world records. I will bring you 3 world records. How about that? Okay, thank you for joining me. Now, off to Martyn's show. Soundhound earnings very soon. Take care of yourselves and each other.